Hello to everyone in this beautiful planet that we live in. My name is Kali Muscle, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I did an apple mono eat for 16 days. A little bit about my backstory. A kid that went to college playing sports. So my theory was to eat everything in sight to gain weight, to gain muscle. So I became this bodybuilder looking kid at the age of 16. So I went to college, Fresno State, and unfortunately, I ran into financial difficulties and did something that the devil led me to do. I did an armed robbery, and I ended up paying a price for it, 7 years incarcerated in California prison system. In that 7 years, I became a big bodybuilder with the plans of getting out, becoming a personal trainer, stripper, whatever I could do to utilize my physique. So I got out of prison weighing about 215 pounds, somewhere around there. Continued to eat crappy, fast food. My excuse was I had a fast metabolism, so I had to eat a lot of junk food to gain weight. Didn't know, the poisons and the idiosyncrasies of the food industry. I didn't know. I was like everybody else is probably viewing, like, why would my country of the USA poison me with bad food? So years go on, I compete in bodybuilding, and like I say, all my childhood I ate bad food. I worked at McDonald's, used to take the food home, stuff myself with it, force feed food and all the bad foods, right? So yeah, that went on throughout my childhood. Go to prison, eat 4 to 5 type ramens a day on the minimum with the seasoning pack. I didn't know no better. You talking about honey buns, Snickers. I ate at least 4 honey buns a day, about 2-3 Snickers a day, mackerel, tuna with high sodium. Everything was super high sodium and high sugary. Get out of prison, I'm still eating crappy McDonald's. I got old videos where I'm saying I'm eating McDonald's and Burger King and Pizza Hut. So that was my life. I didn't correlate food to end up being the reason of a bad health problem. In Los Angeles, time of my life, buying a lot of cars, doing a lot of content. I was about 230 pounds, trimmed down to 220 pounds, thought I would look the best in my life. I felt the best in my life. And in November of 2021, I was hit with a massive heart attack, 100% cloggage in the left artery. Bam, I had the surgery. I still don't believe it to this day. I'm like, maybe the doctor's lying about a heart attack. I don't, Even before that, I started realizing I couldn't eat bad no more. And I was scared of always having a heart attack or a health problem, a stroke, all these bad things that people have, diseases. And my thought pattern changed with what I put in my body.
Do you desire the finer things in life? I do too. I did 11 years in prison, actually California prison systems, 11 years. And I got out and acquired everything I desired. I got out of San Quentin prison with only $300. I turned that $300 into millions. And I want to help you do the same thing. Firstly, I'm going to give you my cell phone number, my personal cell phone number. We'll also have weekly Zoom calls. Keep the group accountable. Throw ideas off each other, keep up with the latest trends, and I'm leading the class every week to make sure you stay accountable, to make sure you staying motivated, make sure you staying ready to be successful and get this money. Let's get it with no hesitation or procrastination, man. Sign up today. Hey, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime.
At the time, I was taking steroids. Had been taking steroids off and on for about 10 years, off and on. So I would get off in like steroids like maybe September, October, November, December, January, February. I would start back up January or February. That was my method. I thought I was doing things healthy. Calling myself eating healthy. I was eating just white meats, starting to eat some meal preps. I was still using the microwave, things of that nature. My caffeine was still high. Like maybe 600 to 1,000 milligrams a day of caffeine. One of my best friends, Big Boy, shout out to him. At the time, right before my heart attack, he was doing intermittent fasting where he said he wouldn't eat for 16, 17, 18 hours. If he can do this and hold on to his muscle and strength, I'm going to try it. So I started, after the heart attack, I started doing just spinach and salmon, 7 p.m. every night for a year and a half. I sustained 195 pounds, muscle, my strength was still high, my energy was high. Me seeing this guy on Facebook and he was glamorizing cutting up watermelons. And it was big, like 40 pounds of watermelons he had. And I Googled how many calories in the watermelon that size. So it said it was about 1,200 to 1,400 calories, somewhere around there. I'm like, well, hell, I'm eating salmon and spinach, only about 600 to 800 calories. And I was adding in a little dry fruit. So I was consuming maybe 1,000 calories a day for a year and a half. Man, a watermelon is 1,400 calories. I could try this. Started doing a watermelon challenge, and godly stuff happened. A lot of spiritual things. I talked to God. Second time in my life while I was on watermelon fast, my body transformed into what I always wanted it to look like. I dropped weight dramatically. And it was just a couple of days in, my whole perspective of life changed while I was doing the watermelon. And I didn't even want fish no more. I just looked at the animal kingdom different. I looked at people different, the universe, my existence, you name it, right? I let my body recover after the watermelon fast. I started back eating veggies and mushrooms and avocado and yams, and I didn't like the feeling. Then I embarked on my blood type, what I'm supposed to eat for my blood type, which everybody that's viewing this should know your blood type. If you don't, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you don't love yourself if you don't know your blood type. As well as men, the testosterone level. These are two intricate things that you need to be as a existing human. And I gained weight back. I got back up to about 191, 195, and I didn't like the look, because I got hooked on the look of the watermelon fast. So right after that, I decided to do the water fast. So I did the water fast. I did it 3 days, and I know I dropped about 10 pounds in that 3 days. So I was still, curious. And then I did the water fast for 11 days. And that was weird. Like, I didn't release water. I didn't get the look I did on the watermelon fast. I was bewildered on why I wasn't getting the look and the feeling I did on the watermelon fast. So I broke that fast, and unfortunately I gained a lot of weight after I broke the water fast. I didn't go about the right methods of easing my way into fruit and veggies, and I think that night I might have had my favorite meal, which was mushrooms and spinach. And it could have been some sodium in it, salt, and I ballooned up like overnight, like 10, 12 pounds. A few days eating like that, and I had a lot of swelling in my feet, ankles. I went on a pineapple fast. And after 2 days, I released 17 pounds of water on the pineapple. I was back looking almost like I was on the watermelon fast. Came off the pineapple fast and started incorporating a little water, I believe, which I don't, I'm not a fan of water anymore. I like H3O2, structured fruit water. I went back to eating mushrooms and spinach and things, and once again started back holding water retention, gained weight, got up to maybe 195, something like that. And when I say gain weight, I'm talking about a matter of 2-3 days. I'm back from 178, 179 to 191. I don't like the look. Started retaining water from eating just any little sodium that's in food. At this point, I haven't ate meat in about 3 years right now, today. I haven't ate fish since the watermelon fast, and that had to be about 9 months right now or something like that. My type A, I'm supposed to be basically a raw food eater. All I'm supposed to eat is veggies, fruit, and some white fish, sardines, carp, things of that nature, salmon. I was like, let me try the apple fast. Mono eat some apples. I go off how my feet, ankles, calves, all that look. If the water is off of there, that means to me I'm healthy. And my heart is pumping right, and my ejection fraction is where it should be, things of that nature. So the apple fast, by far my best fast. I didn't have no gastrical issues. Number 2 in the bathroom, which I did on pineapple, is the worst. Pineapple burns your mouth, burns your butthole, give you gastrical problems. Well, it might be true. They say Dr. Sebi said don't eat pineapple. It did release water. It normalized in my body. So I would recommend it for that, but I recommend the juice more than anything. So with apples, once again, it gives me the effect of watermelon. I released like 10, 12 pounds in a matter of 3 days. Got shredded. Like the time of this video, I'm like 175 right now, 175 pounds, the lowest I've ever been since a sophomore in high school. And feel phenomenal. I'm shredded to death, just cut up like, like I was painted by Michelangelo. Feeling good. Apples, I did 16 days. And I could have kept going, to be honest. After you go for so long, you like, what is my objective? What's my purpose? And mine was to regulate my body as well as to see the effect of apples. You know, that's why I'm doing these different fasts and different mono eats to see how my body responds. Apples, by far the best. I recommend it to everybody. If you need to lose weight, if you need to get in tune with yourself, if you need to get healthy, apples are the way to go. I don't have nothing bad to say about apples. It's easy to prep. You can walk around, just bite it. I juiced it. I drank about 60 ounces of juice a day. I ate about a minimum of 4 to 5 apples a day. So ultimately, I was consuming about 1,400 calories a day still, just eating apples. You hear people saying it's too much sugar. I don't know where people get that from. During this apple mono eating, I did test my glucose, and it was normal. It wasn't no spike. It wasn't none of that. I was normal. So my process with the apples was this. I go do my cardio, 20 minutes on the treadmill at 3.5 on 2.0 incline. And then I would do my workout, which was about an hour to hour and a half because I was filming it. So it's about an hour and a half. I vlogged this whole series. You could go on YouTube, on my YouTube page, Kali Muscle, and check it out. I would go to Whole Foods, get this Evolution apple juice, which is 59 ounces of apple juice. I would sip on that. Then I would come home, get an apple, and I just sip on the apple juice the rest of the night until nighttime. Then I would have about 2-3 apples, which my kids would be eating with me. That was it. So you figure I was getting in a good, like I say, 1,200 to 1,400 calories a day. Like I say, it felt phenomenal. Didn't have no cravings for food. It was spectacular, man. Apples are the way to go. Out of all the fasts I've done thus far, which I'll try some other fruits in the future, but whenever I want to feel great, want my body regulated, lose weight, have energy, apples are the go-to, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about apples. You know, the only thing I have bad to say about them is that you got to make sure you wash them off good. Because if you don't get organic and it's have like this here, this, shiny stuff on it, you got to scrape that off or peel the skin off. So all skin is not good skin of the apple. A lot of people ask where you get your protein. Protein is a myth. As long as you're getting your BCAAs, amino acids, that's all your body needs to restructure the amino acids into proteins. So yeah, that's a big misnomer in the world today, what we've been taught and brainwashed to believe. Anybody out there, you want to change your health, change your life, lose fat, get trim and slim and look phenomenal, apple's the way to go, baby. Love you guys.
Click here to watch another awesome video from Kali Muscle. And if you support the channel, hit the subscribe button.